Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today we got an unboxing. We got an unboxing today. And this one came straight from Artisan Cutlery. This is an Artisan Cutlery purchase from the Artisan Cutlery website. And it's coming from Missouri City, Texas. Missouri City, Texas. Shipping department. So I guess that's where they ship their items from. So if you buy something on the website, it's not coming from China. It's coming from Missouri City, Texas. This was purchased on the website. Alright, it's the first time I ever purchased anything from Artisan Cutlery, straight from Artisan Cutlery, from their website. This is my first purchase. And this is the way they sent it to you. Doing the unboxing today is my blowback, my customized blowback. Artisan Cutlery. Because with the cloth, with their insignia on it, warranty card, just like we've seen on all my other purchases from Artisan Cutlery, or their knives, not from the straight from the company. Specifications card, model 1822G, lock type. It says frame lock. Interesting. Blade steel, Damascus. Blade hardness, 5860 HRC. Handle material, titanium. Structures, ceramic ball bearing. Frame lock, huh? That's interesting. Let's see if it's a frame lock. Tell me if you think this is a frame lock. That's interesting. I think that's real interesting that they put frame lock on it. Hey, Juju, what do you think, sweetie? Is it a frame lock? What's my little girl doing? Juno trying to get in the movie. Or in the video, should I say. There we go. This way it comes in the pouch. Still think it's a frame lock? I don't know about it. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's a frame lock. If I can get it open here. Here we go. Let's sit this one right. Oh, I'll sit right there. What's up, sweetie? What you doing? You wanna come say hi to everybody? What you doing? What you doing, kid? Okay. Come say hi to everybody. Okay. What you doing? You just want to see what I'm doing? You being curious kitty? Making a video. Making a video, sweetie. Okay, let me get back to doing what I'm doing. Okay. It's the blowback I told you guys I was going to get. Perfectly centered. Looks beautiful. I like the black handle. Here we go. Oh, it's nice. Solid, super tight lockup, no movement. No movement side to side or up and down. And I don't know if this is a frame, like I think it's a Recoil-Lock. I think they got that labeled wrong. I would call this the Recoil-Lock, because that's what it is. Absolutely beautiful. Thick titanium scales. And the one I have weighed 4.8 ounces, so we're going to compare them. Look at the edge. Look at the blade. The other one I have has a blade exactly like this one, only it's been polished. This is a S35VN Damascus blade. S35VN Damascus. That's the way they advertise it on the Artisan Cutlery website. The other ones, I don't think they are S35VN. I think they're VG10 Damascus. All the other models with Damascus steel, I think only the blowback has the S35VN Damascus. This is what it looks like after you polish them. All right, let's check it out, see what it weighs. Here we go. So far, I'm digging it. 4.9. 4.8. This one weighs 4.8. But this one's been, you know, sanded and polished and all that kind of stuff and buffed out. So this lost a little bit of probably weight. It's been a little bit modified. This one's totally stock. Aha, I see one thing I put together wrong. This one's supposed to have the pivot on the other side. Aha. I see something I made a mistake of. Let me see if I can correct that. Should have went through on this side. See if I get it in there. My bag. I put the screw in the wrong way. It'll fit both ways though, huh? Fits just fine both ways. I'll put it back the way it's supposed to be. So only blowback I had, so I went by my other knives as to which way the screw goes in. So maybe the blowback's a little bit different. Still nice and tight lockup. Beautiful. Let me make sure I got it centered now. Right there. All right. Blowbacks. These are my blowbacks. These are some beautiful knives. Absolutely love the blowback. Absolutely love the blowback. I got a real, both of these I bought brand new, but this one was a return, and it has some rust spots on it, like real faint surface rust spots that I didn't really have to buff out or whatever, but I did. Ended up polishing it and everything because I started polishing. I said, "Ooh, that looks pretty." I like the way it looked. You can't really see the Damascus no more from what I showed to you guys on the camera on the video, but when you hold this, you can see the Damascus. You can see all the lines and stuff in the steel just like you can in here. But they don't really show up on the other one because it's too polished. So it doesn't really work for that one, for me to be able to show you guys. But it looks beautiful. I love the Damascus polished. It looks beautiful. Well, let's see how sharp it is, huh? So we got 4.9 and 4.8 on the weight. This is a total factory edge. You guys saw it get unboxed. This is coming straight from Artisan Cutlery. It hasn't been to any online dealers or anything like that. It's coming straight from Artisan. Beautiful edge. It's sharp. It's sharp. What would Doug McKay say? It will cut. It will cut. Here's mine. This one I sharpened with my work sharp, with my new work sharp that you guys saw me get. Polished it and sanded it, polished it, and sharpened it. All right, so the sharp. Absolutely love it. But I gotta tell you though, I got another love. This is one of my first loves from Artisan. This is one of my first loves from Artisan is the blowback. And what makes me love it so much is not so much the knife shape. You know, I absolutely love knife shape. I have a lot of knives that have cold steel knives that have the same type of shape and the same type of handle feel. Only they have like G10 handles instead of having titanium handles. The only folders I have with titanium handles is I have one cold steel, the original titanium Tilite I have. They came originally with titanium handles, not aluminum handles. And that's it for folders. I have a lot of Balisons, Benchmade Balisons that have titanium handles. But as far as folders are concerned, I guess you call a Balisson a folder too, though. But what I call folders is like, conventional folding knife. But as far as folders are concerned, before I got these, the only one I have is the only one that I still have was the titanium Tilite. I used to have the Darrow Rouse. I used to have several Benchmades that had titanium handles that were liner locks, and the Darrow Rouse I had were frame locks. But when I got injured by a Benchmade liner lock pocket knife that I used to carry at AFCK, I think it was the 800 model. What's up, sweetie? I decided I didn't want to carry liner locks no more. So I sold all my liner locks and frame locks. I'm just now checking them back out again because I like them as long as they have a flipper. Because the thing with a flipper, even if the lock gives out, the liner lock or the flipper lock will still be safe. But the flipper has to be good enough to, to fit your fingers. And for example, the knife that I carried to work today, the Archaeo, this has become like one of my favorites. It's between this one and the blowback, which one I like the best. I don't know which one I like the best. They're two different lock types, sort of two different types of knives. So it's kind of say which one you like the best when they're both different. But I love both of these knives. These are my two favorite knives from Artisan Cutlery. The blowback with the Recoil-Lock and the Archaeo with the titanium frame lock. But I also like the liner lock RKO too, because I feel like that one's safe too. I think that's the safest one that Artisan makes for the 4-inch blades, or or blades that are around 4 inches or a little bit bigger than 4 inches. That size, I would call Artisan Cutlery's large size. For the large size folders, I've tried out the RKO. To me, the Dylan Mallory design is the safest. It's the one that I would recommend if you're going to use your knife for SDU EDC, self-defense utility, everyday carry. I would recommend this one out of all the Artisan Cutlery knives, and I'd also recommend this one out of all the Artisan Cutlery knives. These are the two safest knives. This one has a real strong lock too, I think. This one is a little bit different than your standard, like Benchmade Axis lock, or it's different from the XR lock, the SOG XR, the Studies and Observations Group XR lock. It's a little bit different. This is a Recoil-Lock, and it's different from the CJRB Recoil-Lock also. The CJRB Recoil-Lock uses wolf springs. This one has a coil spring that goes all the way in the back along the spine right here. And so when you disengage, I'm gonna hold the knife so it won't fold in on my hand. But when you hold it, you disengage it right here. And so all you're doing is pulling back on that, and it slides back here. Let me see if I can show you guys. And then it pushes the lock back and forth. This piece has to fit strongly against this piece, otherwise this piece, your blade will have a little bit of up and down play. That's how this one was when I first got it, and I strengthened the spring by putting a spacer in the space where the spring sits. And then you put more tension on the spring, and then it pushed the slide forward, and now it doesn't have any up and down play. That's the one thing about these. You always, if you're going to do it from top, you got to lift your finger off of the lock bar. It's easier to do it like this, but when you do the flipper, you got to remember to lift your finger off. Because if you don't, it'll fail. Oh, that time it didn't fail. Because what happens is that your finger catches right in here, and it holds it back a little bit. Enough to make it fail. Like I did right there. So these are best if you're going to hold them, like out like this, to flip them like that, upside down. They would never fail if you flip them upside down. That's what I've learned about this model and how to use it. Every knife, usually has its own little quirk or something like that, and you just got to learn how to use it. Just like Benchmade Axis locks, you don't want to bang the butt end of the knife like this against something really hard if the blade is in its open position, in a locked position. The reason why is because the Axis lock sometimes will bounce backwards from the shock. It bounces backwards, and when the bar bounces backwards, it releases the blade, and the blade can come down and cut your hand. So you never want to hit something with like let's say if you got a glass breaker or window breaker, and you need to do something in an emergency. Make sure your blade's folded in like this before you do it with the Axis lock that has a glass breaker on it. Make sure your blade's closed. It's just something, one of those things you got to learn. And the blade, the knife I learned that from is a 391, the Benchmade 391 SOCP SOCP BK that I have, that I love. It's one of my favorite knives, and that one's like that. And so you just got to be careful. But other than that, it's like a super strong knife and very reliable. Absolutely love these. The blade length. Just about 3 3/4. This one's a little bit over 3 3/4. Almost 4 inches. Handle length. 4 4/4 exactly. This one's 5 inches exactly. Beautiful. This one weighs, oh, we got it off here. 3.9 ounces. 4.9. Okay. That's the difference there. So this one gives you a little bit more blade length. Definitely gives you a lot more cutting edge. The cutting edge difference is... This one has 3 3/4 of an inch cutting edge. Was that right? Yep, and the blade length is... Yeah, almost 4. It's like 3 7/8. The cutting edge on this one is like 3 1/4. 3 1/4 inches. Beautiful knives. Cutting edge. Yep, 3 1/4. Exactly the same. And I was thinking about doing a swap on these, but after looking at them, I don't think I'm going to do it. And that's the reason why you see everything out here on the table. Because I was going to do it for you guys. I was going to swap this blade and this blade. Because I started wanting to put the polished blade on this one and put this one in my drawer because I had a black handle. Guys, you know how I am. I like the black knives. You know, I'm sorry, but I do. I like the black handles because they're more discreet. But I like this Damascus blade on it, and the black on the Damascus matches the handle. Everything matte goes together. It's just a beautiful looking knife, and I don't want to disturb the way it looks. So yes, this one will be the collector, and this one will be in the drawer. This one will be in the drawer. This will be the one that gets carried. So I'm gonna stick to the original plan then. But anyway, that's about it for these. This is my other blowback. Absolutely love it. My 2 blowbacks. And they will remain like this. It's good that I have a stock one to show too. You know, like when I do videos or something, I can show exactly what a stock one looks like. Because these are expensive. They're not, inexpensive, so I don't plan on getting any more of them. These are my 2 that I will have. And I will use them for videos, and this one will get carried and used, and I'll let you know how they wear and how they use and how useful they are. How much I like them, in the long run. This one I've been using already, and I love it. But you guys know why I love this one, though, because I use a lot of my pocket knives for food prep. My work knives anyway. And as you guys could see, it has that spear shape that I like. Like my sliver axe, sort of. I like that. I do love the sliver axe blade. The sliver axe blade with the full flat ground blade. It's a perfect slicer for cheese and salami and sausages or whatever. Whatever I want to have, bratwurst or whatever. Renswurst. But absolutely love it. This one does all those chores very well. And it's awesome for opening packages and letters because it narrows out so it's easy to open up an envelope. So, for all the things that I actually use a knife for as utility purposes, this one works well. It works exceptionally well. It works exceptionally well. And it's been holding its edge. It might be a little bit messed up right now because it might have a little bit of food left on it. Let me see. Oh no. Perfect. That's the M390. That's the one with the M390 still. That's M390. So it's been getting used and it's holding its edge just like it did when it was factory new. Still feels the same. The Artisan Archeo. And I thought the waistline was going to be my favorite. I love the waistline too. Don't get me wrong. The waistline is awesome too. I mean, the waistline and this one are like neck and neck. Both their what do you call it, the liner lock, the budget versions. The budget version of this one I like, and the budget version of the waistline I like. I like both of the budget versions. I absolutely love both of the titanium versions. And I'm probably pretty much done getting all my artisans now. I have one more video I want to do. That's going to be on my traditions. I never did a video on the traditions. And that will probably be the last video that I have on. I'll probably do like a video on, showing all the ones I tried and tell you the reason why I came to the conclusions that for the ones I ended up liking the most, which are these models. These are the ones I like the most. And talk about it. Just have a little discussion. You know how we do. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. I'll go ahead and put this one out. Peace out, Stiletto. Hope you all having a great day.